think notify me is retarded. Notify me is retarded. Notify me is retarded. Whew. Okay, we're gonna play some chess. I'm past the 7 second mark, so I can say the word fuck. Excellent. Take that, YouTube. I'm gonna send an angry emoji. I need to be thinking in 4D chess. Yeah, good there. Okay, I'll take that, but let me keep that there. Man, I have to really think about this one. Damn it. I don't know what he took. Ooh, hold on. If I move him up. Oh, where's my green one? Damn. Wait, hold on. Damn. This up. I need to think. Thinking cap. If I move this, if I take this out, can't. Oh, damn. Should. I need a 400 IQ moment. Disconnected. So he's gonna. He could move there. I was gonna take that out. Move this. It'll be trapped. But that's okay. Damn it. He's gonna go there. He's gonna take out my rook. Do that. Man, I gotta think. Damn it. I didn't think good enough. Didn't see that one. I'm retarded. Fuck. Oopsies. Damn. Good trade. man doing? Damn. I don't know what movie he just did, but he clapped my cheeks. Hmm. They made an oopsie.
Hello. I had a few things that I...
What up, Jed? Yeah, that's my cat. He's retarded. Him goes meows. Not funny did the thing, but didn't ping. Oh, that's funny. Anybody out there? That's why I'm later than usual. Notify me didn't ping. I need to like go in the settings and see if it's something. Something funny. Ooh. Oh, damn, I'm retarded. I'm resigning. Look at this power move I just made. Mm-hmm. You're probably gonna get madded. I don't know what that means, but yes. Ozon, Jed Cooper should have did a queen trade. I should have. It's just the YouTube algorithm. True. YouTube hates me. I didn't want to trade the queen though. I wanted an out. I wanted to take the schizoid route. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. Ooh. No, I didn't want to go that far out. Oopsie. You saw it ahead of time. No. No, I made a oopsie. Damn it. I got sunburn really bad soaking my feet in green tea. Is that even a thing? Oh, he didn't take it. That's crazy. You gotta fucking checketh mateth me. Not checkmate, but clap my queen's cheeks. Will you fuck? Yeah. I made it oopsies, man. I'm sorry. But they didn't take advantage of it, so either this is a bot or they're retarded. Look, we all make mistakes. I'm no chess pro. What I mean, who is the you fuck? Oh, who the fuck wastes green tea? I mean, green tea is gross anyways. It's not really a waste when it's not even good. It's gonna go down there. And why didn't the retard white guy not take, like, for real? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if they're retarded or a bot. It's hard to tell now. Because people facing me, they're probably like, this guy's a bot and retarded. Oh man, chess makes my brain hurt. I love it in like a sexy way. Let's see. Online Go. This is one of my favorite games. We'll do that next. Green tea or black tea? It's supposed to relieve pain from a swollen sunburn. I just don't like tea. Yo. Oh. I did nothing actually. Oh wait, no. I got something. I got something cooking. I'd play you. Yeah, sign up for chess.com online. I'll make an account if they allow Gorilla Mail. But I mean, Jed Cooper's about to stream Snipe Chat. I mean, it doesn't really matter unless there's like a massive lag, and I guess like he sees my move before. Oh my god, I finally learned how to use a decent keyboard and type much faster. Oh, nice. Oh, he moved. Oh no, I made an oopsie. A terrible oopsie. Yeah, they could take it out. That's okay. Oopsies. Even bigger oopsies. I have to work in 7 hours. That sounds terrible. You should spend it here instead of sleeping. What time do you fucking work at? 4 in the morning? Oh no. 5? 5 in the morning? That sounds like ass. No, he's just retarded. He tries to guilt trip me into stuff. I feed him all the time. Him's just big baby. He's trying to be a fatty. I think the beer's getting to these two fine chess players. True. Yeah. What now, bitch? You have to choose. Because winter is coming. Is that a reference to Penis of Thrones? Dude, winter's not going to be here for like 4 months. I mean, for all we know, you could be in Alaska. I think you mean fall is coming. Jed Cooper. That's right. Checkmate! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, sexy. If I do this. Damn it, this motherfucker in the way. Damn. Damn it. These two fucking pawns are in my way. God, I hate them. Oh, man, I could be cooking right now. Fuck. I mean, if they want to sacrifice for a pawn. Yo, did you did a fork queen, rook, and bishop with knight move? Wow, thank you. Yeah, I didn't take it because it wasn't really worth it. Oh no, I can't do anything. Fuck. Oh. It's coming into your brain. I took something. Macho, macho man. Damn it. Haha. Haha. No, the best chess, but certainly better than my cat. Is that true? Reverse ladder man? Ladder mate? I don't even know what that means. Alright, I will draw on this. Is that my headphones farting? One blunder. Wow. Not watching this blunder. Both of these fine players are doing fucking horrible, dude. But somebody won, so is that true? If there's a winner, how did they do horrible? Okay. This is high IQ game. I haven't played Go in a very long time.
Go is a two-player board game in which players compete to control more territory.
Wait. I know this is a 7-minute video, guys, but not only I need to relearn how to play, I have to pause so I don't get hit with a copyright strike every 5 seconds.
Than the opponent. That was a really short version. Now let me add some details to this. In front of me, I have a Go set, which is a board with a grid of 19 vertical and 19 horizontal lines on it. And in these bowls, we have black and white pieces that are called stones. All the stones are identical, by the way, so there are no stones with special abilities. You wouldn't have to remember how each individual stone has to be played. They're all exactly the same. In Go, black plays first, which might seem a little unusual. So the player who has black will take one stone and place it on any...
Pause. Why do you say that was unusual? Why is this guy cooking?
Vacant line intersection of the board. That's right. The stones are placed not in the squares, but on line intersections. And since the board is empty at the start of the game, black has 361 options of the first move. Let's say black plays here. Remember that once you place a stone here, it's going to stay here for the rest of the game, because the stones never move, unless it is captured, but we'll get to that very soon. Now it's white's turn, so let's say white picks another spot in a different corner. Black's turn again. And now white, and so on.
Why does he place them down like that, though? Like, if you look at his fingies, his little fingies, he's really out here. Rules of Go.
So what are we trying to achieve with these moves? The stones are just used as building material to make a fence, a border around our territory.
You hear that, guys? Border. Territory? Is this real life? Is this Jed Cooper's headphones farting? Probably. Oh, damn.
We'll take one stone and place it on any stones on the board, but it's not the stones that matter. A fence, a border around our territory. And if we keep moving forward, then the same game that we just started with these 4 moves might look like this at the end. There are many stones on the board, but it's not the stones that matter. It's the empty spaces that they surround. This is now territory that belongs to black and white. In this game, black has 2 large territories on the right and left, and white has 2 large areas at the top and at the bottom. The purpose of the game is to get more territory than your opponent. Even a little more.
Next, we're going to learn Warhammer 40k, don't worry.
Even 1 point more is enough to win the game. So Go is not a game of destruction where you need to crush and defeat your opponent, but rather a game of negotiation, much like in politics. On the surface, this game is like a dispute between 2 landowners who try to divide a plot of land between themselves. A more modern
2 landlords looking to charge $2,000 for rent per person, and we're going to fight over who's going to get it.
In terms, this game is like competition between 2 companies for the same market, much like the one that existed between Coca-Cola and Pepsi for over 100 years. Or in the same way, you can imagine that there are 2 companies, Black Incorporated and White Limited, that are competing for the same market on the board. Nobody's aiming for world domination and extermination, just trying to control a slightly larger part of the market. But I understand that as you're looking at the board right now, visually it might be a lot to take in. So let's scale it down a little. This is another finished game except on a smaller board. This one is only 9 by 9. But the size of the board makes it a lot easier to see who's winning and count the score. Let's count the territory. So black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. And white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. So black wins by 3 points here. This 9 by 9 board is smaller, but the principles of the game are still exactly the same, except you can play the whole game in only a few minutes. So to make it more comfortable, we're going to stay on this board for the remainder of the course.
Wow. What a learning experience. And we're only 3 minutes in. Now you guys kind of know how Go works. Jed, Cooper, you can pick this up so you can have another hobby before you divorce. And
later, when you're okay with this board, you can also move on to
play a more sophisticated game.
13 by 13, which is another practice board, slightly bigger. And after that one, you can finally graduate to 19 by 19, which is the board that you saw at the beginning of the video. So stones are placed one after another until the whole board is divided into sections of territory. All of that sounds awfully simple, doesn't it? But where is the deep complexity of an ancient game? Things get a lot more exciting when stones get captured. And this is one last rule of the game that I have to show you. Take a look at this. These 5 white stones look fully surrounded. And now, if you're black, take a guess.
I do remember this. If black takes this over, I think it turns
How would you capture them?
Black. Or it captures them and it removes them. If you have a complete circle around said color, it captures them, if I remember.
You've probably noticed that even though the stones are completely surrounded, there's still 1 point left unoccupied. And if black takes it, and plays here, the stones get captured immediately. Just like this. Why did that happen? The thing is that stones are not just some inanimate objects. They are like living beings that have their own breathing space, like hit points in RPG games. They are the adjacent intersections right next to the stone, and they're called liberties. This stone in the middle has 4 of them. But if you put a stone here on the edge, because it's the edge, the stone only has...
Motherfuckers got some freedom units inside of them.
3 liberties. And this one in the corner, only 2. Now let's say it's white's turn, and white plays a stone right next to ours, here, thus reducing 1 of our liberties. The black stone is starting to feel worse.
Boo!
And if black doesn't do anything, and white plays another stone here with the next move, then our stone gets even weaker. If black doesn't do anything, another liberty is gone, and the black stone is starting to suffocate. And if we give white a chance to play here one more time, white can take the final liberty, and this captures the black stone. Each captured stone gives you 1 point at the end of the game when you start counting territory. But it doesn't have to be so sad. Black doesn't have to give up the stone. Now that we are 1 step away from being captured, we can help this stone. And this situation, when one of your stone, or a group of stones, has only 1 liberty left, is called atare. By the way, atare is one of the Japanese terms in a game of Go. There are dozens, if not hundreds of them in Go. They might seem unnecessarily challenging at first, but actually very often they're more concise and efficient compared to explaining them with English words, for example. And because these terms are widely used, they can serve as a very nice pickaxe to break the language barrier, if you're playing with someone who doesn't speak your language and you want to discuss the game afterwards. And if the word atare sounds like the...
Wow. This man is dropping some knowledge and some language. Based.
Name of a video game development company. That's because Nolan Bushnell, the founder of the company, was actually an avid Go player himself. And when he was choosing the name of the company, he wanted to pick one of the Japanese Go terms, and he decided to choose Atari. Now let's get back to helping the stone. And if you're black here and you want to save it, how would you do it? I hope nobody suggested running away with a stone like this, because just as you remember, stones don't really move anywhere in the game of Go. The stone has to stay here, and the only way to save it is to play another stone right next to it. And now it's no longer one lonely stone. Now it's a group of 2 stones. And if here the stone had only 1 liberty left, now these are 2 stones with 3 liberties. All of their liberties are now shared. Remember that stones are connected into groups only along the lines. So if, for example, we play a stone here, there's no line connecting these stones, so these are 2 separate groups. 2 stones and 1 stone separately. And only if we play it here or here, these stones are now connected into a large group of 3. The more stones you have connected along the lines like this, the more liberties they will have, and the more difficult it will be for your opponent to capture them. However, even if you have a very large group of, let's say, 35 stones, your opponent can still surround them, remove all of their liberties, and capture them. Don't you worry though, there's a way to make your stones invincible and immune to capturing, and I'll show you how to do it in the next lesson. And as always, go smash that like button.
Damn. We gotta learn more. Fuck. Okay. Go online. Okay. We're gonna start. Small board. Small board. Oh, come on. Damn. Oh, he's gonna capture it. Oh, okay, I lost. We're gonna try again. Damn. I got clapped on that one. Wow, I'm not good. But that's okay. Haha. I did it. Motherfucker. Damn it. Go 6. Later, Billy. Fuck, man. Yeah, it's not chess. It's go. We can go back to chess. Go is the more big brain moment. Oh, play whatever you want, man. Of course. Why not? Why not appease the audience for the rage bait? Never played Go? Is it fun? Yeah, if you're a chess person, it's fun. Go's like really about territory, from what I remember. I'm tired of these big brain games. We're playing dumb game, where I don't have to think as much. I just recently got into chess. I'm a huge beginner. Me too, it's alright. I'm tired of these games having huge brain, needing huge brains to play. I want dumb game. You got some nice games. Yeah, Frostpunk is great. Excellent game. It's my no thinking game. Damn, a bunch of Clippies gathered here before me. Yeah. They're all part of the Clippy movement. I heard about it, but I don't have a backup of this profile pic, and I want of my That's all right. Clippy's a mentality. The profile pic's just funny. The whole point of Clippy is to mentally reject the way YouTube does. The thing about YouTube is YouTube. Damn it. The thing about YouTube is, it used to be about you. You picked up a camera, you created the content, you made videos because you liked it. And I understand that YouTube is a job for some people, like some content creators, like this is their income, and I'm not against that. What I'm against is YouTube constantly shoving ads down your throat. Even if you subscribe to YouTube Premium, you get ads still. This has already been proven. And then, even worse, YouTube is using AI to essentially determine how old you are. That's a problem. It copies other platforms. This is why you have YouTube Shorts. Now, Shorts has a benefit to a certain degree. A certain perspective. Shorts is nice because it can get certain content out there quickly, but they just did it because it was trendy. That's all. YouTube has always been about empowering the creator and the user at the same time. If you look at older YouTube videos from like the early 2000s, anyone could just pick up a camera, make content, and it was fine. Then Mr. Beast, well, we had Gamergate, we had the Minecraft abridged series, like the gaming area, and then content creators like Logan Paul and YouTube, like all these extras have leaked into the space, made it super corporate-y, and YouTube has lost the plot, in my opinion. It is no longer about somebody picking up a camera, making good content, regardless of how it is edited. People care more about the editing style than they actually care deeply about the thing. Yeah. Wait, what does it have to do with the timeline, though? Oh, just like, Gamergate. I'm just talking about like we've had different timelines in YouTube. We've had different timelines in YouTube where the paradigm shifts because of a specific event, and then YouTube axes something and becomes more corporate and cares more about quote unquote user-friendly content. That is where the paradigm shift. That is where YouTube shifted the most. This is if you look at older YouTube content, it was more about the creator making content, the user absorbing this content, and that was it. Then when Gamergate happened, we have to look at like YouTube lore. I mean, it's not really that's not really the most specific this isn't like the most specific, but this is when YouTube kind of like the Suicide Forest thing with Logan Paul, where this doesn't really exist on YouTube anymore. It can't. If that makes sense. Like we had Gamergate where people were making like slop against, how do I explain? They were making slop against like the woke shit, quote unquote, whatever determines woke. They're like, oh, this is lame. And then you had the Logan Paul Suicide Forest thing, and then the PewDiePie bridge thing. Yeah, like all this has led up to YouTube becoming a corporate shill, and no different than TV. Like Leafy is Here was not that I like really enjoyed his content or anything, but he was a popular YouTuber around this era, around the Gamergate era. He couldn't exist at this point. It would be impossible. He would get his channel demonetized and then removed. And then you had other content creators like GunTubers that would get immediately demonetized, that have been on the platform and generate millions and millions and millions of views and millions of dollars probably in ad revenue, that eventually get clapped because YouTube at the end of the day now wants to run a business based on quote unquote family friendly content. Like Mr. Beast's channel probably would have never agreed. That was a time where there was a trend of owning SJW videos. Perfect example. That still exists. It's still a me. It's still okay. It still exists, but it's not like it's nowhere near as, it's now has to be family friendly. It has to be corporate talk, corporate speak, suit and tie bullshit, whatever you want to call it. And this has shifted people's language. This has shifted people's language. This has shifted people's perception of how they interact with people in real life. Like, you can't say the word rape on YouTube. You can't say pedophile. You can't say suicide. You can't say these words because it's not friendly to viewers. This is why kids channels, from a monetized perspective, if you want to make money on YouTube, make a kids friendly channel. It's a little bit more restrictive, but just make a kids friendly channel and you'll rake in the dough, because it's always going to be advertiser friendly. This is why some of the top creators in the YouTube space are like kids channels. They make kid friendly content. It's cringe, kind of lame, but you know, make your dollars. That's what I say. Like, I just got, so in the YouTube Studio analytics, it told me they're like, I noticed that, although I thought it was a trend that came from TikTok, but I assumed that rules. Yeah, it definitely did come from TikTok, 100%. But YouTube was like, cool, let's take it, let's adopt it. It's 100% of a problem, because now it's shifted people's actual language in real life. This is how people talk in real life now. I personally don't like policing language. Damn. But at the same time, when you devalue these words, when you take the words and you water them down, because a platform will, how would you say, it will...
I light the path to victory.
A platform will demonetize you, demote you, or ban you for saying certain words, then you fundamentally, yes, have gotten... You're fucked. Because now you have to speak a certain way, and these are obviously sensitive topics, but these topics are, in themselves, very important to understand that they...
Our ranks grow.
Oh, I lost this one. This fucking bitch gotta fucking destroy all cards. Damn! I've also noticed that I thought it, and wow, that fucking cuck got one fucking card. Fuck him. And I mean, look at I mean, this is a perfect example. If you go on Smosh, if they're even still around, like, it's crazy that they still make videos. Like, this was like, I understand, like, it's going to change, like shit, like, paradigm's gonna change. This is from 20 years ago. But this is all YouTube really was, and it had I think it had a upload limit. Oh my god, yeah. And it still gets comments, which is kind of crazy. Or even, I think this was one of the, I think, yeah, almost 2000s, which is crazy. I
say to myself,
is this guy still relevant? This was like one of the oldest YouTube channels.
The case against Christianity.
This was like, I don't want to call him the bread tube, This was like debate atheist. This was like debate atheist era of YouTube. There was like a debate atheist. Him, Machinima, yeah, Arbitrary Mischief, yeah, Mischief, Master Chief, like, oh, if you remember the bridge series, like everyone was doing just a bridge stuff. I think this is the guy that did that. Is this the guy that did it? Oh,
Sorry, I'm white. Sorry, I'm male. Sorry, I'm white. Sorry, I'm male.
Oh, this was funny. I love this video. This was my favorite video.
Sorry, I'm white. I'm sorry, I'm male.
I think this was him. I'm pretty sure. Oh man, the amazing racist ass Jews descent. See, there is some comedy in dark humor and humor that follow the amazing atheist. White turkey speaks. The fuck. Oh my god, BuzzFeed. I remember BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed was terrible. BuzzFeed ruined the internet. I just remember this video for some reason. It was awesome. I don't know if that was him. I can't tell anymore. He's kind of old now. Transformers 5. Yeah, when videos were like yeah, staying on the internet. Honestly, also, when videos were fucking like 8 minutes. Like, please bring this back. People, like, once in a while, a 20-minute video didn't bother me. Like, Marilyn Manson, then versus now, 20 minutes. Like, okay, like, I don't mind, like, hour-long videos, but some people, like, literally drag on the most boring topic for, like, that mid-rolled ads. Like, you know what? I think I love Some Ordinary Gamers on the deep dives. Some Ordinary Gamers does really good deep dives on the dark internet, on the dark web, and those I love. But some of this motherfucker's videos are 20 minutes for no reason, where he's just repeating himself over and over and over and over and over and over and oh my god. 21 minutes on why Android is better than Apple is fucking insane. What could you possibly cram 20 minutes into that? And this is like the biggest, like my biggest like strangle moment with the internet is like, I don't mind a 44-minute video. I assume that 44-minute video is because like it's education. It's educational. It's something that I'm like getting out of there. Like Wendigoon has like a fucking like 2-hour video on something very important, but he uploads like fucking once a month. So like I'm not even like mad. Or who's this other guy? Just rehashing the same argument that was presented in the yeah, seriously. That is his like biggest, that's Munahar's biggest issue. Is like, I think he's like, he says like YouTube isn't his full-time job, but he definitely treats it like it. He treats like YouTube as a full-time job. The Right Opinion. Excellent channel. Uploads like once a year. This motherfucker only has 131 videos. A True Crime Channel's Demise. The JCS Mystery. Oh, I gotta read that. How one recipe costs for everything. Like, I love the writer. Sometimes, because his uploads are so infrequent. Like, we only got to scroll down a little bit, and we got the Dr. Disrespect issue, and then the Notch, the guy, the Minecraft creator who's apparently a Nazi or something like that. I don't know if he is. How one man ruined his reputation for a sponsor. Like, this is banger because I can watch like 4 of his videos. Never seen him. Gonna check. Yeah, dude, he's great. I think he's British too, unfortunately. But he does like pretty good deep dives. Like he like fucking shit on Sniper Wolf for 2 hours, which is rightfully so. Sniper Wolf is. I do not get Sniper Wolf at all. Like, I don't understand the appeal to Sniper Wolf. I have never understood the appeal to Sniper Wolf, and I never will. What's another good old YouTube channel? Isn't LGR super old? I think LGR is still fucking irrelevant. Still relevant. 17 years, that's crazy. See, that's what this is the only feature I like about YouTube is you can go back to their oldest video. Hook up an Xbox 360 to a tree. This is peak. Oh, God, do I have to... Another cool YouTube channel to check out is not... Oh, thank you. Golfing Prohibited. Golfing Prohibited is actually... I love Vsauce. I found Vsauce by accident. Like, purely accident. And I don't know how. I don't remember. But he didn't upload for 2 years, and then he comes out with a banger like a month ago. That's actually really good. I didn't find Vsauce around this era when he was doing this shit.
Today, we are going to be giving you the 4-1. A new Dr. Mario game is going to be announced at E3. What? I know. Yeah, each level, to be honest, there's a new one.
I forget how Vsauce started, but it wasn't Michael, I think, in the beginning. I read something on... They started like as like a gaming channel or something. And then they shifted... Yo, Justin Bieber like that. Making Justin Bieber look like that is crazy. 14 years ago. Yeah, I didn't know that this was like they did game reviews and then they started out of nowhere doing educational content. This has got to be crazy. God, I love the thumbnails are the best.
Vsauce. You're probably checking out my clip-on, flip-up shades and thinking to yourself, WTF, which is exactly...
He went through a bunch of different eras, which is great. I mean, his ability to shift to like through like YouTube's paradigm, like the difference, like his ability to shift through YouTube. Minefield, I found him through Minefield. I think Minefields is where I found him. And I think, like, it was like, do chairs exist? I think that was the one that got me into him. Or something, and then I went back and, like, watched a bunch of other shit. I mean, 600 videos, that's not a lot. That's actually, like, a very small amount. Like, just the weirdest... Truly an amazing, like, the fact that this thumbnail has not been deleted is great. And that's what I kind of like PeerTube because PeerTube is as interesting as people don't think it is. There's no algorithm. There's no feed. Sometimes we can look at the algorithm and say like, oh, this is great because this led me to like Vsauce. Like, this is what led me into what I enjoy, but we don't really... I mean, that's an unfalsifiable claim. You could have found Vsauce through any medium. Remember when Newgrounds... Are they still around? Before YouTube, Newgrounds was where everyone went through. I gotta be careful on here. There's some sexy stuff. Like, you wouldn't last 5 minutes in this kind of game, kind of sexy stuff. YouTube's unfriendly games. Like this. This looks, Guns and Nuns. That's a... Can I play this? Will Flash let me? Will this let me play without Flash? Oh no. Is it because I'm blocking ads? Do I have to? Oh no. Wow, lame. I spent a lot of time on Newgrounds. I love Newgrounds. That was like my shit. There was a lot of games I played on here before like YouTube was like really popular. But a lot of creators left Newgrounds to YouTube, just like a lot of creators left Vine and went to YouTube or TikTok. And they saw kind of like a this is awesome. Who is that? Oh, I know this is a famous photo. Me Too, Newgrounds, Armor Games, Conguite, Miniclip, yeah. God, who is this again? This. I remember, I know this picture from somewhere, and I know it's got some lore behind it. I just can't remember. Windows 98? Nice. Based, actually. What game did I play? I don't remember, but I've seen that. Yeah, I think it's just a famous 4chan photo. But I guess that's like my issue with YouTube is it assumes when you watch a video you like it. Now, if you want to talk about nostalgia, growing up, this was not Newgrounds on YouTube. This was the king. This was oh God. I never. Though he hasn't posted in like 10 years. I think he has his own channel. This was Peak and Candy Mountain for some reason.
It's on.
I believe Fred was one of the first people to monetize on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. And who's that one guy? The guy that sits in the corner. E equals 3. Ray William Johnson, yeah. When, God, you know what annoys me more?
One day, this kid...
That he still looks like this. I mean, he kind of fell into the... I mean, he still gets, like, good views. He was huge back in the day. H3. Oh, H3. Oh, I don't remember that, but I've seen it. I completely removed him from my memory. Oh, yeah, dude. Ray William Johnson, he still is popular for some... He's not as popular as he was, like, when he started. MySpace date. Oh, God, I forgot. I'll give him this. He looks exactly the same. A little weird. It is. He still only does like 8-minute videos. I'll respect him. He's probably doing it for mid-roll ads. Like, no cap. He's probably only doing it for mid-roll ads, and that's fine. There's no...
One day, this kid...
he hasn't lost the sauce. He's still staying... But yeah, it's weird. He does look the same. He looks older. He does look older. You can kind of see the age in his face, like, in a non-weird way.
So this guy's about to steal $18 million.
His teeth look fake, though. I don't really understand. Shout out to the longest running YouTube, Chef K Cooking. K's Cook. Chef K's? What? Let's see. Is that a channel? Oh, terrible British cooking. Did not know that. What? There is also, I mean, H3 in their prime before the podcast. Maddie B. That is the most.
Hey man, I have no idea what you said about me.
That's just average British food though. Though found out this is not a cap. Beans on toast is American. It's not British. That's the craziest thing I've ever discovered. Not chef, just Kay's cooking. Oh. Did not know about this. Yo! Still going. 6 years ago. Oh, that's not the longest. I'll say it's cool that they're still cooking. But you guys are not aware of the most uploads ever. So before we dive into that, when H3HC wasn't just doing podcasts, this was peak YouTube. Oh my god, I love this. I love this
try
video.
first. I think I'll try the lion first.
Oh, really?
Oh.
This is like some Tim and Eric shit. I wonder if they have the one where the guy's like eating testing ice cream. That video. Oh god, I remember this.
Hey, what's up, pranksters? Today we're gonna
remember the. But she got stolen from her because she gave someone her password, and that password was K123. Somehow that does not surprise me. Dude, remember kissing pranks? Y'all need to remember kissing pranks was crazy.
gonna go out to the streets and threaten people with physical violence. Let's see how they react. Hey, Doug, what's up? How you doing?
I forgot it.
Ow.
This intro. This intro is great. I don't know the hate on Hilda. She's an attractive Middle Eastern person. Maybe it's because she doesn't got big knockers or something. I don't know. People are like obsessed with people. If women have no big knockers, not women. Like that's like always their logic. The whole prank It's truly. It's on TikTok now. I mean, people are doing like pranking is like the new meta for kick live streamers that are unemployed and like menaces society. I would take kissing pranks, like the fake pranks, versus people going in and actively bothering and annoying real workers. I think that's even worse.
Wow, Ethan, great move. Keep it up. Proud of you.
That was like peak. This was like peak H3, no cap. But yeah, kissing pranks, awful. Unboxing videos were awful. That was kind of annoying. Remember this guy who was like in love with his car? I remember him. He was featured on Tosh, so like True Love, don't know about that. What was even... Oh my god, the white... I love this.
Welcome everybody to another...
I forgot about this. Yeah, kissing pranks in the hood. I forgot about this. The White Devil.
Murder and other violent crimes.
Oh my god. This was peak. Oh my god. This was the funniest thing ever. I forgot Ethan did this. This is like, I think one of the first... I didn't watch Ethan when he first came out.
Everyone's gonna be blazing after this video, dude. Good job.
But the term was then taught.
Oh, God.
I'm no angel. Words all, dude. And
long history.
I forgot about this. I forgot about this now video. These are like...
I got back there, and he just looks
so
to
like,
Rogers. Why this guy know?
I remember now these infested Facebook. Like, this is the shit that your grandmother would show you, or like your schizophrenic dad, right after he's like, is this real? They would get rage baited by it. They would get angry. They're like, I'm tired of white people being oppressed or some shit like that. And then they would write an angry comment. They would be like, they would go here and they'd be like, oh, I hate everything about this. I hate minorities. This sucks. I'm blah, 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 blah. And then they would find like 6 to 7 non-real conspiracy theory videos, and then they would share them on their Facebook page. And no one would ever talk to them again at the family function.
Quick history lesson, shall we?
I don't know why this guy annoys me so much. I think it's because he looks like social justice warrior Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, this is the making fun of the social justice warrior era. Which
He's
is
in a white cardigan that's way too... Oh my god. Something's happening to me.
Yes, the white devil.
Oh my god.
I think the coughing is real now, though. I think he's got some asthma.
God. Something's happening to me. I haven't felt this in a while.
Is that a picture of Kid Rock in the background? This is great.
Yes, it is I, Whiteface Man. All insults and sensitivity bounces off me like the light hitting Antarctica. So what's this guy talking?
Ethan should bring this back. He should bring back this this era of internet. It'd be funny. I'd respect him more.
Talking about the M word?
Because it's racist ass.
The M word?
See, I think so, or it might be Tourette's. It is Tourette's. He does have Tourette's. He has like a form of like Tourette's. I think I remember. You know what's even better? He should bring back this type of editing. The editing is simple.
Marijuana, that's offending him?
Oh, yeah. This was the one where they said marijuana was racist. Yeah, I mean, he's old now. He's like in his 40s. That's pretty old. He gets and he's like done political shit for like the last like two or 3 years. So that can turn anyone angry. Do political content and like you just become like angry all the time.
Really? The M word? Really? You're gonna make a little video about it and say, "Oh, the M word"?
God, this is peak YouTube. This is really funny.
Right? Let me break this down. He wants to compare the word marijuana that isn't actually racist at all.
And the thing is, like, you can like say something's not funny and it's okay. Like if someone came up to me and was like, they just told me like a racist joke and I didn't laugh, that doesn't mean like I'm against comedy. I just didn't find your joke funny. Because I've heard people make like really bad racist jokes. It's not me like suppressing their ideology or their speech. It just wasn't funny. There could just be not funny racist jokes. I think racism is like just low tier, very easy ha-has, but when it's like high level, like 3D IQ type of funny, like Ethan's a white person literally making himself the white devil, and he's making fun of someone who thinks this is retarded to call marijuana racist, which I agree is retarded. If you wake up and you're like, the word marijuana is racist, then you suck. If someone needs to make fun of you.
And so he can have a word that's comparable to the N-word. This poor guy, he doesn't get to complain enough and feel offended enough times, so he needs to invent a word that's just as offensive so he can put it next to the N-word.
So by using the M word, you're ignoring a long history of oppression against Mexican immigrants and African Americans.
Like, this is crazy. Like, this is like the and I think even the like identity wise, like the left is like realizing like, shit, this is when it's good, it's great. When it's not, it's just, yeah. Like, people are like, even like people on the left are like this is insane. We're not like dealing with these types of people anymore because they're just hurting our cause. That's like just like any like movement. Like, once you have these extremes that are like outpacing the like your actual like agreement. I almost want to believe that guy is hired as a psyop or something. Yeah, probably. Now this? Oh, absolutely. Now this, I think, I don't know if they're even I don't think they're even around. They're definitely not. Yeah, it was like BuzzFeed or something. Now this media is an American progressive social media focused on 2012. Are they still around? That's crazy. Blah, blah, blah. In 2020, Now This removed a segment of video they posted where George Washington University study falsely claimed the Holocaust. Dear Sam, Frank did not die in a concentration camp. Frank died in the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp either. Okay. Oh. Interesting. I don't have Facebook or actual social media to be, like, personally. Beyond, like, my YouTube channel, I don't have actual social media. So I'm always and I don't go on, like, Twitter and, like, look for, like, trending news and stuff. Or Facebook or anything. I just look at my engagement, kind of. Like, oh, what is... And then, like, X constantly asking me to pay for premium, which I will not do until they accept Monero. Which they won't. But, like, this, experiment of glowing 1,000. This kind of like content is definitely geared towards a specific. I mean, it's the same thing as watch those. We'll prove a point. Tor. Let's do that. I deleted my social media last year. Yeah, beautiful. Good job. Seriously, continue to do it. Like, keep that. You realize dude, first off, you have a phone number and everyone can fucking reach you. If the people can't reach you through your phone number, then fuck them. You don't need social media to remember birthdays and send messages and like posts. I think it has its place in society, and I don't have necessarily a problem as a whole with it because I think it, again, still has its place. But people act like social media is like this all-in-one app. Like, this is how I contact people. This is how I do this. It's insane. So let's go to YouTube. YouTube's algorithm is disingenuous because it, again, shoves content whether you like it or not. And it puts you in a bubble. It puts you in your own bubble. And this is a problem. And because it puts you in your own bubble, you essentially don't have... Reject all. You don't have a choice in what you see. If you look up, you just look up Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk cooks full, claiming Republicans are the problem. Illegal immigration takes two or more lives. And this isn't like an attack against Charlie Kirk or like a defense against him. I'm just pointing out, the second you start looking for this, like, the problem is the right is literally sucked into this like cringy like 2000s era of social media. They're like, the left destroys woke this, like, it's like, ugh, like, it's just, it makes my skin crawl because it's just cringe. Like, the best gun debate I've had in 10 years. Like, this is a normal take. and then it's Charlie Kirk has a solution to homelessness. And the second you watch something like this is just a point to prove out.
If Jesus fed people for free, taught people for free, and healed people for free, why don't we do the same?
Churches should.
Churches should? Okay. But why can't we do that on a more systemic level through government programs? Hey, maybe private companies with all of their record profits. Why hasn't
Yeah, of course.
Elon put up some of his own private money to help end homelessness?
Because homelessness is not a money problem. Almost every single one of them has either mental problems or drug disorders.
This is the dumb, and this is the point out why this is a dumb take. Homelessness is not a money problem. That's the most retarded thing I've ever heard, actually. And again, these short clips, this is the problem. These short clips this is to point out an issue. This is to point out an issue. This is the division. Charlie Kirk takes on. I'm going to point this out. I'm going to get to my thoughts. I'm going to not watch this because I would rather kill myself. Charlie Kirk takes on an army of libs of California's. Damn it. UCR. I have no idea what UCR is. Charlie Kirk debates college student. The point is, when you go out to a college, you can trick almost anyone to believing anything with the right amount of pressure. Information. I'm going to bring this up. You have a great point. If I took Isaac Newton and I put him in front of a flat earther, and I fed him nothing but flat earth content, Isaac Newton would believe the earth is flat. This is a perfect example. What you said is the problem. People get fed this garbage where they focus, damn it. They focus on shit like this, and then they look at the right. The difference between Oregon and a baby. Charlie Kirk versus Texas. Like, I'm going to get nothing but fed this. So the right always talks about being canceled, and they always talk about how they get their shit suppressed. 500,000 views doesn't look suppressed to me. That's my point. You can trick. We'll even take Flat Earth. One of the biggest flat earthers is Wikipedia. The Earth is flat, scientifically disproven as a concept. Obviously, you're going to get these, but you're going to ignore them. You're going to get what the fuck is this guy's name? Flat Earth Dave. If I go out and look for something that I already believe, this is confirmation biased. Flat Earth Dave is possibly the biggest retard I've ever come across. I don't know if he's still relevant. I don't know if he's around. But he's probably...
Well, I just wanted to say...
He's probably the biggest... Mark Sargent is the Flat Earth guy? Yeah. Mark Sargent? Okay. Let's look up Mark Sargent. I don't know anything beyond Flat Earth. Oh, yes, this guy. This guy. I remember this guy. I think somebody challenged him and said, if you prove the Earth is not flat, isn't he the guy who came around after he tried to prove the Earth is flat? What the fuck? I'm getting it. Look, I'm getting a fucking ad on a video play. So somebody like this is again the problem. Not Mark. No, he's still all in. No, Mark. I think Mark Sargent got offered to go to what do you call it? Antarctica, and somebody challenged him. He says like, I'll quit my YouTube channel if you prove the Earth is flat. Like I'll take down all my videos, I'll donate all my money, and I'll leave. And the guy denied it. Just throwing that out there. I think if you think the Earth is flat, I can't have a conversation with you. I genuinely cannot. Because I think that's retarded. Look, if the Earth is flat, then fucking whatever. At the end of the day, if somebody brought up to me, and if the universe came, if some scientist came to me like, here's the proof, here's the Earth is flat, the sea is, I would move on. I just wouldn't. I don't care. I wouldn't be dumbfounded. I wouldn't. My life views wouldn't change. I saw some video. The final experiment. Perfect example. Like that's what it was. And this is the problem with online grifting, because online grifting is such a lucrative. Again, this is a YouTube issue, because YouTube will not demonetize these people. Even if they demonetize them, they won't take them down. Where's that? What's that guy's name? Not James Tor. Oh God. I like Professor Dave. He's actually like a very educated person. He's kind of an asshole too, which is really funny. And he does a lot of educational content beyond like the slop shit, like the slop stuff. But he responded to Glowbusters, and he also debated James Tor, who's another flat earther, and this guy named Billy Carson, who's actually a retard. Because I've went and listened to these people. It's going to get to the point where it's just way too exhausting to try to have a discussion. Yeah, of course, you can't have a discussion with a person who I've met flat earthers in real life. This is the guy, Austin Wist. So I'm a huge fan. Austin Wist is Wistitz gets it. This guy is actually like not hypothetically retarded. He actually is. I think he's got some brain damage somewhere. 24. I think he got his cheeks clapped. And then there's this guy named Jaren. I think it was like... Here's a debate from the... Only people immediately stole it, but... And people ask, like, oh, why don't these get a lot of views? There's just no interest in it. Sometimes there's zero interest in, I think, Jeranism. Jeranism is like first off, a really fucking retarded name. This is like something I would expect from like a 5-year-old to come up with, and he's kind of a dumb. TikTok and dead internet theory, which is something we already know. What can sunsets teach us? Which I don't know. This guy's a flat earther too, which is embarrassing. It's embarrassing because like you want the second. Sometimes like there's a difference between like sitting there and like having a thought like, okay, why can cheetahs run fast? What gives them the ability to run that speed? Or like, why is hippopotamus's milk pink? What is the purpose? And then you go on the internet and you're like, and you move on and like you figure it out. It tells you, you absorb the information and you regurgitate it. For a long time, people thought what's the biggest organ? You find out it's the skin. The skin is technically an organism. It's the biggest we have. For a long time before that, I think people thought it was the brain or the heart, that's normal. It's okay to be wrong. The difference is to be corrected, take that information, ask a few questions like, hey, what do you mean that the skin is the biggest organism? What do you mean by that? Well, an organism this is the definition of an organism. This is why it falls under this definition. And then you come to the conclusion, okay, it's the biggest organism. That's all it is. It's okay to be skeptical. I think skepticism is healthy. Like, if you ask a botanist, like a perfect example, if you ask a botanist, what is a tomato, what's a tomato classified as? I think they say it's a fruit. But if you ask a scientist, they say it's actually a vegetable. It doesn't, I mean, or I'm saying it vice versa. But that's not, that's the point that I'm making is you can add nuance to stuff where you're like, okay, it's this under this classification, but beyond that, we don't know, you know. And also, a lot of people don't like the word I don't know. They don't like the word I'm unaware of. I mean, that happens in science a lot. This happens in computer science a lot. Even though this is the most common question. So because I'm a huge proponent of Graphene OS, and when I first started my privacy and security journey, you come across this a lot. Is my phone's microphone listening to me? So this is where a lot of people start their journey, unfortunately. Now, US Norton says yes. Is my phone listening to me? Yes, here's why and how to stop it. This is wrong. This headline is wrong. It's not true. It's a virtue signal to sell you something. Voice assistant technology, blah, 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 third-party apps. No, your phone's not listening to you. You can go test this yourself. In order for this to work, you have to say, hey Google or okay Google. Then it's listening to you. Otherwise, it's not. You can disable your microphone if you're that worried, but in reality, it's not. This is a common trope that is to sell you. Watch, look, get Norton for 360 for mobile. This is dumb. This guy, a cybersecurity editor named Oliver Retard, needs to revoke his credentials immediately and get slapped with a huge cock. Do you think this person's real? Because if you do, the number one people I meet who have Norton are on their fucking phones. Oh my God, please tell me. And again, this is due to the lack of education. Oliver Retard is a staff editor and cybersecurity writer, by the way. Put that into the back of your head. Put that little seed in the back of your cortex. Who focuses on the social impacts of advanced persistent threats such as zero-day exploits. You can't focus on that. A zero-day exploit means it's 0 day. You are unaware. You have no knowledge. No one knows. You think this retard knows? Fuck no. You can't even focus on something like this. This is something that's not focusable because it's a 0 day. A 0 day means no one knows. The only person who knows is the person that's making it. I'm getting tilted. I'm getting tilted from a person that holds a BA Versity of Leeds MA in History of Warfare from King's College London, specializing in cyber warfare. How can you specialize in cyber warfare? What kind of retard shit is that? I'm hurting. I'm getting tilted by probably something that's made by AI. And the fact that this is an editor has been published in the Times, immediate ignore. Seriously, for real. But just to point out. But people read this and then they get this idea in their head. Now, if you go back 20 years, if you would have said this, people would have called you crazy. And I'm glad people are becoming aware that our phones are doing fingerprinting. And to understand fingerprinting, it's not hard. Digital fingerprinting, or let me browser. By the way, the browser fingerprinting tests don't work. Just throwing that out. I got mad tilted when my grandma was buying a phone from a retail store and they kept trying to convince her to buy Norton. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is awful. RIP. Never send your parents or your grandparents to to get a phone from a retail store. Tell them just to buy it online. The issue with this, I love the EFF. No offense to them. This does not work. It is useless. It is so useless. And I mean that now. Everyone's browser is different. Once you I'm not an expert. Go verify this yourself. So, everyone's browser is different. Everyone browses different. Everyone has different extensions. Everyone has different time zones. Nice, based. Everyone has different IP addresses. Everyone has different typing speeds. Me doing this on a browser that logs my typing knows that how I type. The fork. It knows it knows my keystrokes. Simple. This isn't like a form of snooping on what I'm writing, but snooping on how I'm writing. That there's a difference. My screen resolution, my operating system, everything is slightly different than the next person. This makes me unique. This is how I explain browser fingerprinting to everyone. That I get in on a rant. I go on a rant with. I'm like, your microphone doesn't need to be listening to you. Browser fingerprinting is so good that we wouldn't even need to process any of this data through a microphone. You're just a unique person. And I reject this to most people because you can just go test it yourself. You can get Wireshark. You can just do Wireshark. Wireshark would be able to go down at the packet level to see what kind of information is being sent where. You could just turn off the microphone, go into airplane mode, and then use Wireshark directly on your Android. There's a couple of steps you have to take, I think, to make it a little bit more concise, but beyond out of scope. So back to the point. Because of all this advanced fingerprinting, aka JavaScript, aka typing speed, operating system, your time zone, etc., there are ways to thwart this. I use Tor. Tor gives me the same resolution. My IP address is different, but Tor even recommends not to fuck with anything on the browser level because it makes everyone look gray. Now, Graphene OS, Vanadidium, has pointed this out. Unless everyone downloaded Vanadidium, however you pronounce it, Italian, I think. Unless everyone under the sun downloads it and keeps their browsing habit the same, then you can't defeat fingerprinting. It's not possible unless everyone looks the same. Because you're unique. When you do something in your browser that is unique, like add an extension, like say I add XYZ, like an extension to it, then I fundamentally have just made myself more announceable to the system, to the internet. And it could be just something as small as that. It's not like plain Jane as that, but this is the issue. This is the internet we have today. This is the same thing on YouTube. When you look up a video like a flat earther, like Jeranism, or Charlie Kirk, or even left-wing media, or XYZ, you essentially put yourself into a rabbit hole. I mean, to give context, there are some beliefs that I was definitely against on a fundamental level because it was being fed to me via the algorithm. and then I broke free by de-algorithming myself by not having a feed. Like, my algorithmic feed doesn't know what to fucking give me, because I watch content from all over the place on my in my channel. I just watch everything, and because I watch everything, it doesn't matter. And I try to protect my privacy and keep my algorithm as neutral as possible, so I don't get fed a specific biased form of information that keeps me in an echo chamber. That's how I stay outside of the echo chamber, is I force myself to watch content even if I disagree with it, because I want YouTube's algorithm to not serve me a specific ideology. I think that's dangerous. I think it's wrong, and it puts people in a bad place. I mean, that's just my opinion. People can reject that all they want. I don't care. But look at this. Is my phone listening to me? Yes, here's why. How to stop your phone from listening to you. Everything. iPhone and Android. Whether you're using iPhone and Android, there are steps, which is crazy to think, because like iPhone is apparently more private than Android, but I mean, you can't really prove that, because iPhone is a black box. And because iPhone's a black box, you're trusting them. Advertisers have come forward and said, hey, Apple is a little bit more difficult to serve ads to, but it's not perfect. Again, Apple's not perfect either. You're not paranoid. Your phone is really listening to you. From USA Today. Yeah, let me take advice from these fucking morons that talk about... Let's see what... Oh my God, Jesus Christ. This is terrible. Let's see. Whispering marketing campaigns. When you think about it, smartphones are equipped with an arsenal of monitoring equipment, which is, again, you're taking the context of something that essentially, like JavaScript. We can blame JavaScript all we want, in theory, but JavaScript's a tool that just happens to get abused. I mean, everything is a nail if you have a hammer, kind of thing. Vice experimented to see how closely smartphones listen to our conversations. To test his phone, the journalist spoke President phases twice a day for 5 days in a row. Meanwhile, he monitored his Facebook to see if any changes. Sure enough, the changes seemed to arrive overnight. 4 times snippets of audio go back to other apps like Facebook servers, but there's no official. See, this is a perfect example. What triggers that are explained, Peter, whether it's timing or location based or usage of certain functions. Apps are certainly pulling those microphone permissions and using it. He goes on to explain, like Facebook could have thousands of triggers. An already conversation with a friend. Needing a new pair of jeans could be enough, although the key word here could be although the technology. Android points out when you're. This is a perfect example why this doesn't make sense. Android tells you when your microphone is working immediately. So none of this makes sense, because again, fingerprinting is so good. You could just, this person could have searched. People swear up and down, they're like, oh, I didn't search for that. You don't know that. It's an unfalsifiable claim. Like jeans. Let's talk about jeans for like 2 minutes. Let's see if I get jeans ad. I'll never get jeans ad. But like, if you talk about jeans for like 5 minutes, or you go like, oh, could Instagram or Facebook send me jeans ad? Like, just do it yourself. Oh wow, if I can solve this quiz. Whether it's, a lot of stuff is location based. If you go into if you go into like Macy's and they see you purchase something with your credit card and like you have your phone on you, yeah, of course, there's a lot of fingerprinting done there. If you buy something online, I mean, there's so much. There are some crazy like forms of fingerprinting. There's invisible canvas. This is kind of insane. There's a form of canvas fingerprinting right here. There's a form of canvas fingerprinting where like it'll play a video, but you won't see it. It's like playing like invisibly in the background to like fingerprint you. It's insane. It's kind of cool. And there's even audio. Like audio will be playing it. You go to video. Oh look, Tor Hayes. Tor is telling us that we are safe. We're good. We're good, guys. No fingerprinting needed. But guys, I hit my 2 hour mark for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate everyone coming by and spilling knowledge straight into the message box, playing chess and then Go, and then realizing I'm bad at both, and playing Magic the Gathering. Remember, old YouTube good, algorithm bad, and if anyone is using Norton 360, tell them to stop using it because they're wasting their money. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Remember to argue in the YouTube into the YouTube comments for the algorithm, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, thanks for joining. Appreciate y'all.